Right guys, I don't even know what day it is today. It's Tuesday. Tuesday the 11th, I think. Obviously back with Liam. We're not training today, it's a rest day. But we thought we'd do like a nice little catch-up video. I think the last few videos have been like training and stuff, so we thought, how about we have a little catch-up, show some developments if anything else has changed in the gym, talk about life. Basically just a little like vlog kind of stroll around video. So I want to show you something cool, just a new addition to the gym. If you're familiar with my Instagram, you might have seen it. Really cool new piece, so we're going to have a look at that. Obviously we are a gym for everybody from the ground up. First timers, advanced, bodybuilders, powerlifters, general enthusiasts, people that are just after some better health and wellness, fitness, whatever it may be. So got a couple of powerlifters in the gym that I'm kind of become quite like have a good relationship with. After a few discussions, realized that there was something that we could do to give them a slightly better environment, and that was actually choose a piece of kit that is beneficial for them to train on. It is this piece here. It's an ELIEKO combi bench, comp standard, IPF grade. The plate's IPF grade. It's honestly a lovely piece. I assembled it a couple of days ago. I got this from Pullum Sports, so shout out to Pullum Sports. ELIEKO is obviously a Swedish brand. It's a leader in the industry when it comes to the powerlifting equipment. You'll see it everywhere when it comes to powerlifting. The quality is exceptional and outstanding. Like one thing I noticed as I was putting it together was the quality of the pieces and how it just fits. It was like putting, I don't know, it wasn't awkward at all. It was like putting Lego together, it just clicked. Turned up the other day, obviously like I say, put it together. Our man James here has been very happy. He's used it the last 2 days. He did some benching yesterday, but you can also squat on here because it's obviously a combination bench. So, really cool. It's obviously freestanding. You always see in any gym, people just rest plates on it because no one actually bolts them down. Got a 750 kilogram threshold, so you can have as much as 750 kilograms loaded on either this point or this point, and it'll be fine, which is a lot of weight. No one's really going to be lifting that much. We have the actual ELIEKO bar as well. The ELIEKO plates, 450 kilograms of ELIEKO plates, which vary from anywhere as heavy as 25 kilograms down to, I believe, as small as 0.25s. And the quality is exceptional. I'm going to come over to Liam so he can feel these. He can hold it in front and just feel that. Jeez. It's lovely. So you can obviously be super duper precise with your recording your progress. Obviously, progression is a massive thing for powerlifters, for bodybuilders, depending on your training philosophies and style. So even an increment of a 0.25 on the lift creates a PR for many people. So it's great to have the option. Really, really happy with it so far. I haven't had a chance to use it much, just because it's fun watching other people use it. Also have the collars, which are the clamps, which are great. Very, very safe, very secure. They don't roll off. Obviously, regular collars are okay for just general gym use, but when it comes to like extreme lifts, like powerlifting lifts, you need something that's definitely not going to give, and they are not going to give. So it's a beautiful piece. I'd like to know what James thinks in a minute. We'll ask him. We'll have a look at how he performs a couple of lifts on it to see how smooth it looks. Obviously, it has the safety racks for if you are either benching or squatting. Obviously, you can drop it onto there if you have to. It has the levers on the back, which are really cool because what happens with those, I'll show you after, you can use the levers on the back to raise the racks. There's a second set of pins that are spare in the machine. So basically, if you're squatting with someone else who's shorter or taller, you can adjust the height without having to take the existing pins out. So there's 2 sets of pins. So obviously he has it set there. If he's squatting with someone taller than him, we can actually then increase the height of the rack, leave his pin setting in, and put secondary pins in and then take them out and lower it back to his height. So you can interchange between 2 different height settings, like instant. So basically you can train with your friends. Because that's always a pain in the ass. When you're squatting on a regular rack, one of you has to squat it in, and if it's a rack that only has 1 setting, it's there. If it's a rack that has multiple, you rack it lower, and then the other person has to go into tiptoes or push it up. So yeah, so let's have a little look. Again, this is just me just having a little watch. Nice. Yep, perfect. Again, another thing you'll notice as well on here, It's the height. It's the height of these. So as soon as you make contact with that, you know you're in. On a standardized, cheap version, you'll probably have something that's quite shallow. It's easy to miss. So as soon as you make contact with that, you do that. Again, these are the levers I was talking about. So to change the height, you literally come in, you hook under there. I would lift, this whole thing would raise. I can use these secondary pins then and put in the inside to change the height for someone else. So they come in there, and a nice touch about these is they're actually magnetic. So they shouldn't go missing. So as soon as they're in there, you can feel the magnet. Such a good standard. Like just the little things, little details. Have a look at that.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it's really lovely. And then the only other thing, you see these little spinners here? Again, lovely little detail. That is where the bench will slide in and can be instantly undone and instantly tightened to secure the bench in as well. And then these levers adjust the straightness of this, because some people like to squat with it slightly in so their hands go on the outside. Some people squat with a dead straight like he does. So you can adjust that as well. So really, really versatile. Great piece. Love it. So that's a new addition to the gym. Haven't really changed too much else. We're still doing the developments next door, but we've got a lot of developments going on next door with Jordan's business as well. He's creating a pop-in shop for you guys. So if you come down to the gym, you'll be able to pick up some of the clothing from the Trained by JP ranges that he sells, him and Corinne, from next door, and you can try stuff on. You can even get some of the stock that's no longer in circulation, so some of the older stock, the items that are sought after that you can't get now because the season changes. So it's really cool. It's coming together really nice. There's all like, we've got a decorator in at the minute. Well, I haven't got the decorator in, it's not my space. They have our decorator in, Paul, who decorated the gym as well, who done a lot of the painting and stuff. So there's some fancy wallpaper and stuff going up next door. So for all the Trained by JP fans out there who love the clothing and stuff, you'll be able to come to the gym and also be able to go and pick up some of your items as well next door. So that's really cool. Regards to me, guys, training it's been good. It's been really good. Spoke to Stefan this morning. He's heading to Spain because the M Pro Classic is happening at the weekend. Obviously, we have a few British doing that. We have Sasan and Kuba both doing the open men's, which I'm really keen and excited to see, because I think Kuba's going to look fantastic. We all know Sasan looks fantastic. We've seen his kind of updates. I've had a little bit of a catch up with him the past few days on a podcast with Anth Bales, and it was really nice to chat to him. All things sound like they're going really well. He's taken over his own prep from quite a little way out. I think probably about 6 weeks out, he decided to take full control, just due to like life circumstances. Sasan's a great guy. He has children. He has a family, and he kind of noticed that it's very different to 6 years ago when he was prepping. Couldn't just be so rigid and have these days where you wake up in the morning, this is your set routine. But he shows that being fluid and managing your days is such an epic thing to do, and it does work. You can prep for a show and not be. You can basically prep for a show and not have the same day existing every day in a row. They're very like two different opinions on this. You have Kuba, who is the most locked-in regime kind of guy, and then you have Sasan, who's an adaptable kind of guy. Both ways work. You'll see this weekend that both are going to be in the best shape of their life, and it just goes to prove that the way that you prep for a show, what is most important is that it suits you, and that if it's good for you, and that you feel happy with what you're doing. So, I kind of proved it myself this year. With prepping for the Arnold, I was pretty flexible. I kind of made calls depending, and no 2 days were the same. Liam can vouch for that. We obviously did the prep series over for the AMA channel, so if you do want to check out AMA, make sure you do check. All the links are below. You'll be able to catch up on the previous prep, all the videos there. We also do some educational content over there, which is great. Currently filming some series on techniques, training, and whatnot. So if you want more instructional and tutorial stuff, head over to there. Obviously, this stuff is you catching up with me in life and showing the gym. This is a place for me to kind of display this place. What have I changed lately? I've changed a little bit of the layout, nothing too crazy. I'm just kind of, I did have a little fiddle with the Nitrum leg press actually yesterday, so we'll talk about that for a second as well. So obviously, Tom, Kuba at Nitrum, they put together this big wonderful piece. for the first time, I tried it with the shoulder pads in place yesterday. And I have to say, it felt good. It felt like I didn't have to concentrate too much on the bracing, because when I was using the shoulder pads, I was actually had my hands up like I'm doing a hack squat. You feel like you can generate and drive a lot of force. You feel really stable and comfortable. So I wouldn't mind asking this gent's opinion as well. I'm going to ask you a question. What do you think? This is quite handy, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
So I used this for the first time yesterday with this. Normally I just use it regular. And I have to say it's quite nice having my hands up here, like being in a hack squat.
Almost like locks you in a little bit more, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you feel like you can just, I don't know. I felt like it felt lighter for me with this in, but in a good way. Not like easier, but I just felt I must feel stronger in this position. Yes, yes.
I like it.
Cool, man. Well, we'll definitely get some more of the Pro Series stuff from the guys. They have a chest press. They're working on a leverage leg press as well. So, no, I appreciate your input on that, man. It's always good. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, there you go, guys. Another cool bit to the gym. Nice to see because obviously it's British made, British company. It's good to support, your own guys. Back to me and update. Spoke to Stefan. He would like me to go again this year. So I'm kind of I'm contemplating it in a minute. I'm in this, not limbo, because limbo is when you don't know where the hell you're at. I'm in a transitional period where I've been sent a plan and I have followed it for the last 6 days, and I'm just letting him steer the ship. When we spoke this morning, he went, Jay, just lay back and let it happen, which I'm trying to do. So if I can just follow this plan and exist here and do everything that I'm happy doing and the things that keep me kind of entertained and occupied, then I'm going to let the plan just do its thing in the background and not overthink it. It's very easy to overthink and be get hyper focused on an objective, and I don't mind that. But that, again, like I was saying earlier with Kuba and Sass, I used to be more like Kuba because I was younger and I had less responsibilities. And I'm not saying Kuba's got no responsibilities, he's got loads. He's just very good at managing. He's got more responsibilities than me. But my younger self felt like I could just channel in a lot more. Whereas now, when I'm a bit older, I do feel like real life needs attention as well. And I don't think it takes anything away from the prep. It just means you have to be able to embrace both sides. So, I like going for my walk, getting my coffee. Again, you're probably listening, you think, goes for a walk, gets a coffee. That's not life. But for me, it's time, it's peace. Something I've managed to acquire over the years of bodybuilding is time. And something I really, really don't want to lose is time. So I've done everything in my power to create a scenario and a situation and an environment that allows me to be the best bodybuilder I can, but also have time. And that would be something I try to encourage most of you to try and achieve. It's very hard to get early on. I'm not going to say it's something you can just do overnight. Bear in mind, I'm 35 years old now, and I started competing when I was 18. I probably only got to the point where I have time in the last few months. Once this gym was open, after I'd put in enough effort to get it off the ground with Jordan, really now is the only time I've had that opportunity to have parts of my day where it's relaxed. And it's possible for everybody, but you're going to have to do a shitload of work in the meantime to get to that point. I said it on the podcast the other day with Jay. You've got to lose a lot. There's a lot of losses to be had before you have time. And losses are physical losses, actual going to bodybuilding shows and not getting the result you want. They're also potentially life losses, losing people. But everything that you lose, it kind of prepares you for being a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more focused, a little bit more resilient, and then you can just go forward with that resilience. So stuff like this doesn't happen without some resilience. Obviously been very lucky to have Jordan as one of my closest friends and willing to do a gym with me, and I know I waffle about the gym, but I'm really proud of it and I love it. And me and Liam were talking about last time how we just have a cool time here. Other cool things that might be going on, I did speak to Jordan earlier. This is kind of early doors, and it might happen, it might not, but potentially have Ronnie Coleman tour going on. I know that Giles reached out to Jordan earlier today, so we're just in the process of configuring if and how. I would like to do it. I think it'd be cool. It'd be good to have Ronnie here. Obviously, I've met Ronnie a couple of times. Jordan's actually never met him, so he would like to have him here because he did say he'd like to meet him because he's the GOAT, isn't he? So, looking to host some cool events here. Obviously, with GASP, I'd like to have something going on later in the year as well. An update in regards to, I was meant to be going to Texas the end of the month to do some guest posing. But, looking at flights, dude, in a minute, flights to Texas were like 4,000 plus for premium, which I know is still a bit bougie. I'm not going to say it's not. Someone could go, oh yeah, just go cattle class, it's fine, just go to... But it's a long flight, and when I'm doing those long flights, I really can't be doing anything other than premium or above. So I can't justify myself really paying that. And I can't justify if GASP were to offer, I would never let them spend £8,000 on me to get me somewhere to do an event that's not going to generate them what they've just spent. Do you know what I mean? It's just the person, the human in me just doesn't feel right doing it. So I don't think that's going to happen unless somehow something magic happens and all of a sudden there's flights for like a few hundreds. Like I have a limit of what I'm willing to spend. And for premium economy over 4,000, I'm sorry. People have to work very hard for 2 months to have that kind of money. And I respect the money, I respect the dollar, I respect the pound. And as much as I am Team GASP and I love it and I want to be there for everything, I think that's a piss take price on all fronts, and I think it's out of order. So I'm not probably going to be there for that. We do have Homecoming in August, which is a huge event for GASP. It's like an anniversary. So I'm trying to prioritize when I'm there, if I can go there. So that's probably still going to cost me the same, but it's not a more important event, but it's a bigger, it means more on a personal level to everyone involved at GASP. So I'm just trying to be selective and sensible with what I do and when I do it, and financially, because obviously, guys, like I say, we just bought this ELIEKO combi rack and it wasn't cheap. So always trying to give back to the gym as a priority, always trying to give back to the sponsors that I have and the teams that I'm involved with. Shit becomes expensive. It does become expensive. So this is why we were having this conversation the other day about, you know, in this gym, I don't have a water fountain in the gym. I have taps in the bathroom, yes. And someone has asked me, like, how come you don't have a water fountain? And I was really honest. I was like, because I'm a new business. It's a family business. It's myself and Jordan and the team that we hire. We really need to focus on generating a profit to keep this place open for everybody. So I was like, the reason I have bottled water in the fridge and I don't have a fountain forcefully on the display for everybody is because I really do rely on purchases, you know. So a bottle of water buying a bottle of water to someone on the outside might be like, oh, you lot are a bit like stingy making us buy waters. Honestly, it's not even that. It's that I have it there in place because those bottles of water that sell, they keep the doors open. So there's always a reason behind things. I'm not a tight person at all. I'm very charitable. I'm sure Liam can vouch for that. I do what I have to do in order to be able to get these nice things and keep the doors open. So please feel free. Like if you come in and you want water, use the sink. If you want to bring in your own water, do. But just know the reason why I have things set up in the way they are is to try and help towards the larger goal, which is giving back. Yeah, because, you know, I'll tell you now, I don't take no money from this gym, and nor does Jordan. This gym is for the public. It's for everybody. So our facility is somewhere we like to train, but it's mostly for people to come in and have somewhere safe to go where they feel like they have some purpose. And, you know, in today's climate, it's very easy for people to feel a bit, you know, lost and purposeless. So the gym is one place everyone seems to feel good, and that's why we wanted to do it. So that's my rant on the gym. Today, like I say, I'm not training today, guys. Just wanted to do a little catch-up video while we're here. I will keep you updated on what happens with this potential shows in mind, but I'm just going to give it a few more weeks before I start saying anything or doing anything, because ultimately it comes down to how my body responds. Does it feel good? Obviously, we just came out of this like health period for like 10 weeks. And I did say to Stefan earlier, when I start doing a cycle, it's weird because I don't actually feel good when I start a cycle. I felt like I physically look my best the less gear I take. Almost like my body's like happy. And then the minute I start putting in other compounds, you know, Trenbolone or Masteron or anything like that on top of testosterone, consciously I always just feel like my body starts to look worse. Almost like it starts to look a bit beat up. And I think there's something to be said for that, because the body goes where the mind does. And at the end of the day, anything that you put in your body, or any stresses you put in your body, if you notice them happening, then it can show. And you know, although on a chemical level, if you're putting in stuff that's meant to be performance enhancing and help with how much muscle you have, if you in your heart feel a bit like, I don't know, toxic or polluted, it's probably going to show in your body. So I'm just trying to get my head around that. I'm trying to get my head around that when I take gear, that it's okay to just still feel like you look okay. I don't know why. It's a very strange thing. I don't know if any of you can relate to this. I propose this question to many of you. It might be because I've been competing for so long, and I just dread doing cycles every time they come around, because bottom line is I just fucking hate pinning. It's bollocks. It's a pain in the arse. It's necessary, but it's a pain in the arse. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Don't get that confused with there not being any fire in my belly, because there is. You can have plenty of fire in your belly and still think bodybuilding sucks sometimes. So yeah, today that's it, guys. I'm going to probably just leave that there, just for a nice little catch up, a little chat. I know there's not a lot to be said today. Thank you for tuning in anyway and just having a sit down. These conversations are just a chance to have a talk with you guys, really. And if you feel like it is directed towards you and you feel like it's personable and relatable, good, because that is where it's meant to be. I am talking to many of you. You know, this isn't me just being vague for no reason. It's because I'm just I'm creating a relationship with everybody that's watching these videos right now. I want you to know me. I want you to feel like you understand who I am. And I want you to feel like if there is anything relatable, that if you ever come into the gym and you see me, you can talk about it. It's about opening doors, and it's about just being honest, transparent, and basically just building a great community of good people. So that's that. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. We will get some more training in on the next one, and potentially, if you guys want to see anything particular, any traveling or anything like that, me and Liam are always up for that kind of stuff as well. If any events are coming up and we can get together and go and film some stuff there, obviously we will. If there's anything outrageous you just want to see, just let us know, and we'll try to facilitate. But for now, guys, thank you for popping into the gym with me and checking out the kit. Hope to see many of you down here. And like I say, thanks as always. Like, share, subscribe, and have a really, really good day, whatever you're up to. And if you're not feeling great, let's try to turn it around. Let's try to do something positive. One thing I will say, movement creates happiness. So if you're sitting indoors and you're saying to yourself, should I go out for a walk and get some fresh air? Yes, you should. Go do it. You'll feel better afterwards. Even if you have to pause the video and come back and finish it. I'll see you later, guys. Thanks again. Great timing. We were wrapped up for the day, weren't we, Liam? We were like, we're done. And then a parcel arrived from ESN. So we thought, why not get this on video? It is parcel 1, and I probably have ordered 2 parcels. So at least I get to show you some stuff. So we're going to do a live unboxing, and then if there's anything I can say about any of this stuff, obviously I will. I can't remember what I've ordered. I was just saying to Abby, can't remember what I've ordered, even though I only ordered it a few days ago. So let's just see what's in here. Oh, what's this? This is posh. Oh, they like got little packing boxes now. So, they do some crazy random stuff. Cooking oil, spray cooking oil, and this one is 2 calories per spray, vegan friendly, heat stable up to 210 degrees Celsius. I actually don't know what the main oil is in here, but anyway, 2 calories. This is the stuff that, like, I'm going to say this, not the girls like this stuff, don't they? The girls love this stuff, so this is for you girls. We got ultra sauce, 70% less calories. This is 10 calories per serving. This is honey mustard flavour. Bang. And then we've got another ultra source. This is 50% less calories, 10 calories per 15 grams. Mango curry flavour. Mango curry. I'm actually really keen to try that on my food. We have the ultra vitamin syrups. These are only, these are 0 sugar, 0 calories. They make up to 6 litres each. We have the sour cherry, because I really like all the cherry stuff. And then we have a lemon iced tea. I love iced tea, so that's good. Basically like Lipton, isn't it? What else have we got in here? We've got a vitamin D3 and K2 cherry flavour spray. Really important supplement for D3 and K2. Protein powder stack. Thought it'd be worth getting one of them. It's a 3-tier stack there. This is a really good product. I'll point this out to you guys. This is the Essentials Pro. So this is your omega-3, your omega-3, your D3, your K2, and your magnesium all in one. So, you know, if you're on a budget and you don't want to have to buy like multiple products and you just want to have an all-in-one for some of the more fundamental components, that is definitely a really, really highly recommendable product. Curcumin, obviously, guys, that's something I'm a huge advocate of for anti-inflammatory purposes. This is the liquid curcumin as well, so the absorption, the bioavailability is top-notch through the roof. The immune support, that's just to keep me from getting colds and stuff like that. Shaking a lot of hands, kissing a lot of babies, you know. Magnesium, glycinate, great for later in the evening, helping with recovery from training and relaxing. Solid product. The solid joints, this is a really good product. I actually love this. See you later, guys. Have a good day. So this has got your UC2 collagen, curcumin and other fundamental components in there to help assist with joint health. All in one, you wouldn't need to take anything else. Obviously, designer flavour, you know, I'm a massive fan of this, so I went with a new flavour today. This is the black and white cookie sandwich flavour. Okay, so this is really low calorie. Per scoop, which is a serving, it's literally 10 calories. So, guilt-free addition to flavouring your coffee, or flavouring your oats or your rice pudding. It's really good. I use this a lot. So we've got some proteins in here as well. I have the ISO whey in the cinnamon cereal. So that's the whey isolate, because I'm a massive fan of whey isolate. And then we have the Flexpresso protein coffee in white chocolate mocha flavour. I was recommended this flavour from one of the other teammates on our group chat. So really interested to try this. So it is actually whey protein and coffee. So if you do need a little pick-me-up and you want to meet your protein requirements, then you can get both in one with this. And the flavour does sound pretty banging, let's be honest. And then I've got a couple of items of clothing. Jay, nice, George. Nice one, bro. I'm just getting confused with what I'm doing now. Got all these little...
You're occupied, bro.
Yeah, occupied, man, having fun.
I'll speak to you soon.
Nice one, brother. Take care, bro. So we got some... I got shorts, because I know shorts fit, because obviously shorts are shorts. So I got the kind of like dye-looking ones. Don't know, they look nice though. They look alright. Hello! And then we got some more shorts, but more like regular looking shorts here. So, nice little bundle there. I might have ordered more, like I say. Probably have. But there's an example of some of the stuff. Example of the variety that is ESN. Anything from, you know, condiments, drinks, cooking sprays, essential supplements and protein. It's beautiful. Yeah, just going for a little supplement haul. Yeah. I want to try this. This is the honey mustard, like low-cal. Sounds quite good. And then there's also the mango curry. All right, guys, that's it. Check out, obviously, ESN. Do use the code SHED. Yeah. Save yourself a little bit of money. And yeah, no. Do, you know, reach out. I know a lot of you haven't asked about products, or you've said ones that you like. I obviously have my favourites. Appreciate it. And again, that was just another little additive to the video. Thought we might as well show you why it turned up. So cheers, guys, and thanks to ESN. Peace out.